Have you ever seen a king lose his crown in the blink of an eye? That's what happened to Richard the Shark Harrington, one of the most feared lawyers in the city. He was a legal titan, a man who had never lost a major case. His secret? He didn't just argue the law, he played the people. He'd dig up dirt, bend the truth, and charm juries until they were eating out of his hand. His confidence wasn't just high, it was stratospheric. This time, Harrington was defending a massive corporation accused of polluting a local river. The evidence against them was damning, but that had never stopped him before. He strolled into the courtroom on the first day, his expensive suit perfectly tailored, flashing a smile that could disarm a bomb. He took a quick glance at the judge's bench. It was Judge Miller, a quiet, unassuming man who had spent most of his career in family court. Harrington barely suppressed a smirk. He thought, this will be easy. Throughout the trial, Harrington put on his usual show. He was theatrical, aggressive, and borderline disrespectful. He'd interrupt the prosecution, roll his eyes at their witnesses, and make condescending remarks. He treated Judge Miller like a substitute teacher, someone who was just there to keep the seat warm. He'd often speak directly to the jury, ignoring the judge's instructions. Judge Miller, for his part, remained calm. He would simply say, "Mr. Harrington, please address the court, or your objection is noted." Each time, Harrington would give a slight, patronizing nod and carry on, as if nothing had happened. He was so focused on manipulating the jury that he completely ignored the one person in the room with the real power. The climax came during the closing arguments. Harrington delivered a masterpiece of misdirection, painting his corporate clients as victims of a witch hunt. He was so proud of his performance, he practically took a bow. He sat down, expecting the jury to be completely under his spell. Then, Judge Miller cleared his throat. The courtroom, which had been buzzing with Harrington's energy, fell silent. "Mr. Harrington," the judge began, his voice steady and clear throughout this trial, "you have demonstrated a flagrant disregard for the rules of this court and a profound disrespect for the judicial process." He then went on, not to the jury, but citing specific legal precedents and rules of evidence that Harrington had violated. He pointed out every instance where Harrington had tried to introduce inadmissible evidence, mislead the jury, and bully witnesses. He wasn't emotional. He was precise, methodical, and devastating. He systematically dismantled Harrington's entire case, not on its flimsy merits, but on the foundation of the law itself. Finally, he issued a directed verdict. It's a rare move where a judge makes a ruling without the jury, because one side's evidence is so overwhelmingly weak or their conduct so egregious. He found Harrington's client guilty and, in an unprecedented move, sanctioned Harrington personally for his misconduct, levying a massive fine and reporting him to the Bar Association for professional review. The courtroom was stunned. Richard the Shark Harrington just sat there, his mouth slightly open, his face pale. The smile was gone. In his arrogance, he had seen a quiet man and assumed he was weak. He had completely misjudged his opponent. He wasn't playing against the jury. He was playing against the law, and Judge Miller was its unwavering guardian. In one fell swoop, a powerful lawyer who thought he was untouchable lost everything because he underestimated the quiet authority of the judge. It's a powerful reminder that true strength isn't always the loudest voice in the room. Thanks for watching. If you found this story interesting, don't forget to like and subscribe for more. See you next time.